This is probably the hardest first trimester I've had so far out of all pregnancies. Well, I have no idea if this clip will ever see the light of day, but if it does, my plan is to use it in kind of like an update video of how first trimester is going. So, if you're seeing this, that means that I've announced that I am pregnant with our third baby. I'm having a really hard time. This is probably the hardest first trimester I've had so far out of all pregnancies. So I've had four pregnancies, one miscarriage, and that will be the third baby. My nausea is out of this world. My fatigue is out of this world. You can probably see I can barely keep my eyes open here on the bike. I am just getting through. I'm just trying hard to keep things going. But honestly, you guys, I feel so bad. I feel so sick. So sick. And I just want to close my eyes and fall asleep. Exercise helps, and so that's why I'm trying so hard right now. But I honestly, I just want to cry. With how tired I am and how sick I feel. I am I'm down 2 pounds, which I'm not really worried about, but I have no energy because I can't eat. I have a horrible nausea, horrible food aversion. Yeah. So anyways, I'm here, just trying to do the best I can. I do have a race in like 6 weeks, which I don't know how I'm gonna do. But I committed, and when I commit to something, I do it. I just do it. So I will show up. I'll put my best foot forward. I will probably come in last, but then I know nobody cares about the pro who comes in 20th. They care more about the age grouper who wins, but the pro who comes in 20th is nothing. But my only hope is that it shows that how important it is to show up when you say you're going to do something and put your best foot forward and never stop trying. And that's all I'm trying to do right now. And honestly, it's all that's keeping me going. So, anyways, I'm going to do my best to document this kind of journey here for you guys. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be all positive because, I mean, I'm 100% open and 100% on. You guys, I feel like straight garbage. Best way to explain how I'm feeling is either that you drank an entire bottle of tequila the night before, or you just spent the last 24 hours vomiting from the flu. And that is every single day for the past, this started about 7 days ago because I'm a little over 7 weeks right now. Basically, I hit 6 weeks. So it's been 10 days now. I hit 6 weeks and all my nausea started, and it's just progressively gotten worse and worse. I'm just praying it doesn't last for 6 more weeks, because you guys, the thought of that makes me want to cry. So, pregnancy is not all positive. It's worth it, and we're super excited to be having another baby, and something that I've wanted for a really long time. But it's not all rainbows and fuzzy unicorns. It's nausea and motion sickness and exhaustion and not being able to focus on work and barely being able to look at a computer screen and feeling like you're failing your athletes that you coach and failing the people that support you and barely being able to be mom and a triathlete. Okay, my interval is starting here in 2 minutes, so I have to focus.
Whoever made that call put this in the word for the garage now.
How do you know?
Because the phone call came from Washington, D.C. The bullet, right? Yeah. Nicholas, you too. Are we clear?
Hey guys, all right, so just got back from swimming and figured I'd give you a little bit of an update here. But first off, how awesome are the new Wear If You Take You shirts? I love them. Anyway, side note. So one of the things that's been the most challenging in this first trimester for me, besides the nausea and the exhaustion, have that, is I get a really bad, whenever I'm pregnant, I get a really bad food aversion. And by food aversion, I literally mean I don't like food. Like, thought of it is disgusting. It's hard to eat. Ooh, it was sour. That was more sour than I would have been. Let's see if I can eat those. So, there's only like a few things I can eat in like protein. It's really, really challenging because any form of meat is a no-go. I basically become a vegetarian for the most part when I'm pregnant. If I get something from a restaurant or somebody else makes it, I can kind of get it down. But making food is really challenging and eating it is just as challenging. So one thing I can do, fruit and eggs, thankfully. So this morning, after my swim here, we're just gonna make some eggs. So thankfully I have still been able to eat eggs. When I was pregnant with, I think it was Skylar, I had a hard time with eggs. But this time around, eggs have been okay. So that's like a really good way for me to, one, get like a good amount of food in, like good calories, but also some good protein in, because again, food aversion. I don't like food right now. Well, that's a lie. I love food. I want to just like chow down and eat something massive and delicious, but one, I get full extremely fast. Like I eat a really small portion and I start to feel really nauseous. And then two, I'll make something and then I'll go to try to eat it and it's like, oh. It's really fun, really fun. So I'm recording this obviously from my bed here. I'm trying really hard to motivate to go to the pool, but I'm having a hard day. I just feel really, really sick today, and I have basically zero energy. Even walking to the kitchen was challenging. First trimester fun. So I'm feeling really pretty pathetic, honestly, that I'm being taken out by this. And I'm also feeling really pathetic for laying in bed in the middle of the day on a Wednesday
which is also just pathetic that I feel that way. So, I don't know. I'm in this weird space where I can't decide if it's better just to give into it and not do anything today. I tried riding earlier and I couldn't even hold 100 watts and I lasted an hour. And I moved a meeting that I had today because looking at my computer made me feel sick. So I'm attempting to get up to go to the pool. But it's dark in here and I have a pretty bad headache. So the dark is nice and the pool will be really bright. So, yeah. It's my update for today. Promise I'd show you guys what it's all like. And today it's hard. Today it's really hard. Okay, good morning, guys. It's not early, it's like 6:30. It's already really warm out. I actually thought it was going to be less warm out this morning. Mornings have been fairly nice here this summer, but it doesn't look like we got a storm last night, so it's going to be a hot one. I have about an hour run, some hill reps. It's taken a lot for me to get out the door this morning. Basically, I am 8 weeks as of yesterday. Last week was really, really tough, really, really hard. Probably the sickest I've been ever in pregnancy. I still don't feel great, but I feel a tiny bit better, relatively speaking. But my fatigue is just out of this world high, and like you don't feel the thing with being pregnant is you don't feel rested when you wake up, and that's one of like the hardest things is you wake up and you still feel exhausted, even though I went to bed before 8 last night and I woke up at 5:30, so I got minus my wake up that Baylor had. I got over 9 hours of sleep probably. Interrupted sleep, but still 9 hours of sleep. So, yeah, I'm just doing my best to keep at it. It's really been a struggle, honestly. Like, this has been a really long 8 weeks. And I still probably have anywhere from 4 to 6 more like this. And I'm tired. So, I don't know. They're just feeling it, I guess, and doing our best here. I'm gonna go do my repeats. And sometimes it makes me feel better, and sometimes it doesn't. It's definitely been, again, it's been the hardest pregnancy that I've had so far, first trimester wise. And I'm kind of looking forward to moving past this stage into the next stage. So, all right, let's go for a run. All right, run done. It actually went surprisingly well for how tired I was. And it actually cooled off, which is like the clouds showed up. So yeah, not bad. That's one of the things like with this journey, like it's just about starting and just about trying, because it can still feel good. The most annoying part of my run is that for some reason I'm on a spam list and I got a phone call every 3 minutes, which was obnoxious. So that was fun. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't trash me for the rest of the day. So far, running has been one of those things where it feels good to do, but anything at like an hour or more, which I did an hour today, really exhausts me. And then I'm pretty much useless for the day. So hopefully that's not the case. All right, hey everybody. So, I don't even know. We're out here. It has been a lot of months since I have gone outside for a ride. In fact, I think my last outside ride was Boulder 70.3. After I had got back from Boulder, I was just so exhausted and burnt out. And then around that time frame is when the heat really hits. And then, you know, if you know, you're watching this, you know, that I got pregnant and I've had kind of a rough first trimester. And since it's been so hot, right, all these things, I haven't gone outside. Anyways, I'm supposed to be racing Michigan here in like 2 weeks, and I'm going to be very honest, I don't want to. I'm exhausted, I don't feel good, I have been so sick, and I get these like debilitating migraines. Training has been very lackluster. I think I've done like 13 hours of training on a weekly basis, which as an age grouper, fine. As a professional, not okay. It's not enough. So anyways, long story short, I forced myself to get outside today. I really didn't want to. In fact, I almost started crying before I left because I just didn't want to. That's how bad I didn't want to. But we're here. I'm going to do kind of a little bit of a race simulation-ish, not quite the full duration, just to see if I can actually do it, because I'm really concerned about Michigan. I'm really concerned if I can do this. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give it a try. Not really showing at the moment. Still make it go away. By the end of the night, you can tell that I'm pregnant a little bit more. Yeah, I show a little bit more kind of near the end of the night. It's crazy to already kind of be showing at 10 weeks but with third babies, you show a lot sooner, so. Can't really see it right now, though. If I suck it in, you really can't. If I let it go, you can. So I realized when I started my ride today that I forgot my cycling sunglasses. Thankfully, I had just kind of like everyday sunglasses, but definitely looks funny in my opinion. They're not meant for biking, and it's very obvious, but hey, I had to have sunglasses. I can't do things without sunglasses. My eyes are so sensitive, so they work. Okay, so sorry this video is just mostly me chatting with you guys. That's just the way it is. I didn't end up doing the full brick, but I had a really good ride. So, you know, relatively speaking, better than I was expecting. I have had to decrease my watts by like 10 in order to not feel like I'm overdoing things. So that's just letting go of the ego and knowing that I'm pregnant and it's the way it is. And it's okay, I'm still executing. So I was able to hit the efforts, which I think is actually a good thing, and something that I'd rather hit the efforts at a little lower wattage than like miss them completely and not be able to do them. But definitely forgot to counteract the fact that I'm pregnant and I need more carbohydrates and calories. Because I just completely ran out of energy. Like I ran 10 minutes and I had to stop and be like, I just can't. Part of it is like, I don't have as much fight in me right now as I do normally to like push through, because I just get so exhausted. So that's a part of it, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's okay. I think if I had done a better job, I only had one bottle of my Infinite because I was only planning on riding 2 hours. I ended up riding 2:30. So I would need 2 bottles for sure in that type of ride, like on race day, I'm probably going to have to make sure I have 3 bottles, which is more than I would normally have in a race for a 70.3. But I'm going to have to be more consistent over my calories and my carbohydrates, because I start to get really, really nauseous if I don't take in enough. So yeah, ride went well, run was terrible. I'm exhausted. I want to go home and nap and sleep, because I just want to close my eyes right now. But it was so good to get outside. I needed that. I needed to just get my ass outside. I just been so lazy and just so sick. I just haven't wanted to do it. But getting outside was just so much better. It made me feel so much better. So gives me a little bit of hope for Michigan. It's still going to be... I'm so nervous to do it because I'm so afraid everybody... Like, as an age grouper, I would have been able to still get through it and do good and, like, maybe come in the top couple of my age group. But in the pro level, it's just... I already feel like people think that I can't hack it. And so now I'm going out there and I'm going to do it anyways. But my hope is that everybody sees that instead. Not that Kayla maybe comes in 20th, but that she comes in 20th in the pro field while pregnant. And that she said she's going to do something and she does it. And that she tries and she puts herself out there and never gives up and tries hard things and does the hard things. That's what I'm hoping to continue to show. So I will continue to show up. But right now I'm going to go show up in my bed because I am so tired. I could cry. That's how tired I am. Not in a bad way, not because things are bad, because I'm really tired. So, alright guys. Thanks for following along in my week. We're almost 10 weeks. So I turned 10 weeks on Monday. So, I'm going to be announcing here soon and sharing this video here pretty soon. So, check y'all later.